15 high uric acid foods to avoid. Uric acid is a natural compound that your body produces when it breaks down substances called purines found in some foods you eat. Normally, uric acid dissolves in your blood and gets expelled through urine. But sometimes, your body might produce too much uric acid or have difficulty getting rid of it. This can lead to a condition called hyperuricemia, which is when you have high levels of uric acid in your blood. If too much uric acid accumulates in the blood, it can form needle-like crystals that deposit in the joints and cause severe inflammation and pain, known as a gout attack. Managing your diet is one of the most effective ways to reduce high uric acid levels and prevent gout flare-ups. Limiting or avoiding foods high in purines can help lower the amount of uric acid your body produces. Here is detailed information about 15 foods that are highest in purines that should be limited or avoided if you need to lower uric acid levels. 1. Red meat. All types of red meat, including beef, pork, and lamb, contain exceptionally high concentrations of purines. In fact, red meat is one of the biggest contributors to high uric acid levels for many people. Red meat has high amounts of the purine compounds adenine and guanine. When metabolized by the body, these purines get broken down into uric acid. Eating just a 6-ounce serving can significantly spike uric acid, especially for gout patients. Limit red meat intake to no more than 3 ounces daily for best results. Choose leaner cuts like sirloin and avoid fatty types like ribs, bacon, and sausage, which are loaded with saturated fats that increase inflammation. Organ meats like liver are extremely high in purines and must be avoided when watching uric acid levels. 2. Seafood. All varieties of fish and shellfish contain purines, some in very high concentrations. Larger, older fish accumulate the most purines since levels increase over their lifespan. Fatty fish like tuna, mackerel, salmon, sardines, and herring are highest in total purines, while small fish like tilapia, cod, and flounder are lower. Shellfish have less variation. All types like shrimp, lobster, crab, mussels, scallops, and oysters are high in purines. For best gout management, limit intake of high purine larger fish to a 3-ounce portion just twice a week max. Shellfish should only be restricted to 3 ounce a couple of times a month. 3. Alcohol. Drinking alcohol, particularly beer, interferes with the kidney's ability to effectively eliminate uric acid from the bloodstream into the urine. Alcohol impairs kidney function, so uric acid cannot be properly filtered. Beer is especially problematic because it provides a double whammy of high purines from the brewer's yeast and alcohol content that blocks uric acid excretion. Just a 12-ounce beer can contain over 15 milligrams of uric acid purines. For ideal gout management, refrain from beer as much as possible. Limit wine to 1 glass, hard liquor to 1 shot, and cocktails to 1 per day for women and 2 per day for men. 4. Sugary foods and beverages. Consuming excessive added sugars from sodas, juices, desserts, candy, and other sweets can rapidly spike uric acid levels. Simple carbohydrates like sucrose and fructose provide a rich energy source for rapid purine synthesis and elevated production of uric acid when metabolized. Just 2 cans of sugary soda over an hour can increase uric acid by up to 6%. Limit high sugar foods and always choose water over sweetened beverages. Monitor total sugar intake from all foods to below 15 grams daily. Reading nutrition facts labels helps identify hidden sugar in processed foods. 5. Refined carbohydrates. Refined grains like white rice, bread, crackers, and baked goods act similarly to sugar in the body by causing a quick rise in blood glucose and insulin during digestion. This stimulates purine production and uric acid generation. Additionally, the refining process strips away beneficial nutrients like fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants that help slow digestion and provide anti-inflammatory benefits. For improved gout management, replace refined carbs with 100% whole grain options like brown rice, whole wheat bread, oats, and quinoa that digest more slowly. 6. High fructose corn syrup. Many processed foods and drinks contain high fructose corn syrup as a main added sweetener. This controversial sweetener significantly increases uric acid production. Just 2 cans of soda made with HFCS can raise uric acid by 5% in 2 hours. Carefully read nutrition labels and avoid products containing HFCS within the first few ingredients. This includes sodas, juices, cereals, condiments, breads, and many common snack foods. Instead, choose items made with natural sugars in moderation. 7. Yeast extracts. Some savory processed foods like chips, veggie burgers, sauces, and broths contain yeast extracts that supply purines and protein that increase uric acid when metabolized. Nutritional yeast, brewer's yeast, and beer yeast are all high in purines. Limiting the intake of foods containing these hidden yeast-based ingredients helps lower the uric acid burden. Rely on natural herbs, spices, stocks, and flavors to add taste instead. 8. Organ meats. Organ meats like liver, kidneys, brains, sweetbreads, and tripe are disastrous foods for those with gout or elevated uric acid levels. They contain the highest concentrations of purines of any food group. Just 3 ounces of beef liver can contain over 500 milligrams of purines, more than the daily limit for people with gout. Organ meats also add high cholesterol and saturated fats. It's best to completely avoid all organ meats if you have gout or frequently get gout attacks. 9. Game meats. Venison, bison, boar, rabbit, and other game meats are extremely high in purines, even higher than grain-fed beef and chicken. Game meats have purine levels comparable to organ meats. Wild trout and other freshwater fish also contain much higher purines than farmed fish. Limit the total intake of wild game meats to just 3 ounces once or twice a month. Please do not make them a regular part of your weekly menu rotation. 10. Bacon and processed meats. In addition to high purine content from processing methods, bacon, deli meat, beef jerky, salami, hot dogs, and sausages often contain preservatives that may impair kidney function. Nitrates, nitrites, and other compounds make it more difficult for kidneys to adequately filter and excrete uric acid. Limit total processed meat intake and choose uncured no-nitrate options when possible. Turkey bacon and chicken sausages are lower in purines than traditional pork varieties. 11. Mushrooms. While lower in purines than many animal foods, all types of mushrooms still contain moderate amounts. Varieties including white, cremini, portobello, shiitake, maitake, and others supply high amounts of the purines adenine and guanine. Limit portion sizes to half cup at most, a couple of times weekly. Small amounts of mushrooms can fit into a gout diet, but avoid consuming extremely large portions. 12. Asparagus. This popular spring vegetable contains a potent purine called asparagine that breaks down directly into uric acid during digestion. Just 5 spears provide around 13 milligrams of purines. Limit asparagus to half a cup 2 to 3 times per week for ideal gout management. Steaming reduces purine content slightly compared to raw. Do not overdo juicing. 13. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is moderately high in purines, containing around 22 milligrams per half-cooked cup. It supplies the purines adenine and guanine that metabolize into uric acid. Consume cauliflower in moderation by limiting it to half-cup servings twice weekly. Cauliflower juice contains the highest concentration of purines, so avoid drinking too much. 14. Beans and lentils. All varieties of beans, lentils, and peas contain moderate amounts of purines. Eating more than half a cup daily can add excess purines for those prone to high uric acid. Limit portions to a maximum of 1/4 cup once per day, and even less for types highest in purines like soybeans. Choose legumes and beans with lower purines like chickpeas and split peas. Sprouting and soaking beans and lentils will reduce their purine content. 15. Spinach. Spinach contains higher concentrations of oxalates that can contribute to kidney stone formation that often accompanies gout. Oxalate crystals contribute to kidney inflammation that reduces the kidney's ability to filter uric acid. If you are susceptible to kidney issues, limit spinach to 1/4 cup cooked or half cup raw twice weekly when watching uric acid levels. In summary, making dietary changes focused on limiting high purine foods can significantly reduce uric acid levels, decreasing gout attacks. Avoiding or reducing these 15 foods, staying hydrated, maintaining a healthy weight, Limiting alcohol and exercising regularly can help manage gout flare-ups and associated joint pain. Always discuss your diet with your doctor and work with a dietitian to design an eating plan tailored to your health status and needs. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and consider sharing it with your loved ones for their benefit. Don't miss out. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.